Alright guys, back to the future. Yahawashi here speaking. And once again I just want to give thanks to my father Yahawah for life and for strength and for all the things that you've been doing for us. To all the sincere Akian who pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, Shalom. So we're gonna start off Luke 17 verse 24. For as the lightning that lighteneth out of the one part on the heaven shineth unto the other part unto under heaven, so shall also the Son of Man be in his day. But first he suffer many things and be rejected of this generation. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank the fucking wines of Esau, they married wives, they were given in marriage until that day Noah entered into the ark. And the ark, guys, are chariots. Like, is different chariots, different vehicles. So the ark, that big ship, yeah, that was maybe it was a chariot. I don't know. It was a boat, whatever. 4 cubics, whatever. The chariots them that are going to come this time is not a boat. Like them UFOs that you're seeing are real, guys. I'll read over 27 again. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. Because they didn't want to believe, they didn't want to listen. And just as the days of in Noah, nobody wanted to believe because it's just the same thing. I'm alive, I'm here. We're going to talk today about the blood moon eclipse, which is today, thanks to Lisa Cabrera, and also True Royal, because it's just like assists passing on. The third was the half moon, which Yahawashi 144 was speaking about, which the third was actually my little brother's child's birthday. He had a baby on that day. Right? My father don't be making no joke with times. The sun, the moon, and the stars are people. The sun, the moon, the stars are also people. You have the literal sun and you have the literal moon and you have the literal stars, but those are also people as well. So we're gonna get into our next thing again. So Puerto Rico got a little shake up, but that is a little thing. It's nothing big that they experience, because what's going to happen is way worse. Is way worse. So Joel 2 verse 10, the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark. Because you understand, if you hear the sun and the moon shall be dark, is because the time that we're living in right now is a takeover kind of period. And the sun understand what's going on, and the moon understand what's going on as well too. Don't get me wrong as well, we have chemtrails where they actually literally spraying to make the sun and the moon dark as well. But we're moving into a time period of, well, it's not black but brown rulership. And the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord, Silakia. We're going to go down to Joel 2, verse 31. And it reads, the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of Yahawah. We're going to go again to, I want to just bring out some scriptures for you guys to just see what I'm talking about. Think about it, guys, lament, and understand that, like, they use a lot of, like, sorcery and trickeries to kind of trick us. Yeah? So, we're going to go Acts 2, verse 20. And it reads, the sun shall be turned into darkness again, and the moon into blood, before that great and notable day of the Lord Yahawah. We're gonna go back again to Joel, yeah? We're gonna switch it back up. Go back again to Joel and hear what Joel says in 3 and I think it's 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened again, and the stars withdraw their shining. You understand? So, yeah, Lisa Cabrera, you're right. Like this time, you know what? The war thing with our people going to war. Nah. That's what our people need to be doing, waking up the real people of the Lord. They don't need to die for no reason. I spoke about war before, so I hope you guys listening even more. Because a lot more things are gonna happen, guys. A lot more things are going to happen. This is just kind of more or less, can't say the starting, but we in it. It's soon time. So we're gonna go Ezekiel 32, and we're gonna start at verse 7. And when I shall put thee out, I will cover the heaven and make the stars therefore dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light. And all the bright lights of heaven will I make dark over thee, and set darkness upon thy land, says Yahawah. I will also vex the hearts of many people, when I shall bring thy destruction among the nations, into the countries which thou hast not known. Yeah? So, I just hope you guys understanding, like, the sun, the moon, stars, they are actually people as well too. Yeah? We're gonna go to Deuteronomy now. Let me see. 4 and 19. Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldst be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God, Yahawah, hath divided unto all nations under the whole earth. I hope you guys breaking it down in your head and seeing like more scriptures that bring out that, yeah, we see the sun, we see the moon, we see the stars, but the sun, the moon, and the stars are also people as well too. We're gonna go into the topic with Israel, because I don't want to really, this was supposed to be a short lesson, but it kind of running a little bit long. The topic with Israel, so we're gonna go to Colossians, because recently we had my group there, Yahawashi 144, having an argument with this dumb guy, and he was trying to just show him, look, you're going off, bruv. So Colossians 3 verse 9, yeah, and 10. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. We're going to jump down to verse 13. Forbearing one another and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Let the word of Christ, me, dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to Yahawah. So, I come back letting people know directly, look, it's my Father you have to praise. You understand? That's my mission. I exist. And I'm going to go into Matthew now. We're going to go to Matthew and hear what I said before. Because people still waking up. So I just letting them know, it ain't a time to be playing right now. It ain't a time to be playing, no time. So Matthew 24 verse 46. Yeah? And it says, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayed his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So you guys have a time to understand, like, if you got your brother and your brother showing you something and you know you're going off, because you know you're going off, it's just fucking pride. Have a lot of people going. Pride and jealousy. Biggest fucking thing about people is jealousy. So we're gonna go into Matthew again, and this time we're gonna go to 25, Matthew 25, 1 to 5. And it reads, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins. Okay, so a lot of people hear virgins and they're thinking like, what? Virgins. So when you see virgins, there is the people who never kill them, and the people them who still following the laws and ways of Yahawah, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. Stop right there. So in the debate, yeah, like it reached to a point that it was 6-6. Yahawashi 144 had 6, and the next group had GMS Holland had 6. I was that like break of the decision maker, because at 7 is the ending, and I was that 7 thumbs up, like, yeah. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While their bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. Because you guys sleeping still, the battle ends against your brethren. The battle is not against your brethren. And you're going to know when you have a brethren, because the brethren going to be really sincerely looking out for you. If you can't take correction, you are part of the heathens as well. Anyways, Shalom Israel.